for transferring your game.
Yeah, I want to talk about YouTube and its energy. Right? Now, on YouTube and fraud and all that kind of stuff. I was just talking about in my previous clip about how I think things are a bit perverted and immature. But I want us also to talk about how fraudy it is too. And fraudy means how they like to spread a lot of information that's not really quite true with false information. It's really false advertising is probably the best way. But in a way, everything's classed as fraud, as they say. Right? They try to forward something to make it a bigger case, as they say, as if you can get fraud in it. Well, there you go, kind of thing. And what they do is they talk about that they can, on YouTube, draw a face, one of these ads, and match it to your partner. It goes with these type of people. They're on YouTube too. That you can't talk to or attack, as they say. If you do, you're in deep shit, definitely on YouTube. That's why we definitely have to talk about things that you have problems with. Comes to YouTube locally and other things like that. Otherwise, you may just get done over in some sort of way and scam and manipulated, as we don't like things manipulating people anymore, as we're getting enough scams as it is, and it's just getting out of control with all these scams. And if you can scam, I can scam, and this scam, and talk false information to, in the end, just scam, right? And by saying, oh, this is a dude, can actually do this and do this, but they can't. They should go, actually, you can get pretty close, you might get a chance. They need to word things a bit better, but they don't because they want to false advertise. Right? This guy can draw you your perfect match. This guy knows your soulmate. This person can do this. If that was true, that's top world news, really, I would say, right? And everyone should know about it, right? Not just one company. But if one area is just talking about it, news, one TV show, all those kind of things, it's usually because they're trying to get a profit somewhere there. Right? That's advertising. Talking shit, which is what we're all trying to change now because it's getting out of control, to try to sell more. Now, I think we just should talk truth now, make our school talk truth, and get rid of this talking shit. What do you reckon, everybody? That'll be part of a campaign that I would like to ask leaders. That's what they should do when it comes to those areas. That'll fix it just like that. And can they do that in 6 months too? If I give you more than 10, how much can we give you before you can't do 10 changes in 6 months? Ask some questions like that. That's what you call upgrade, and something different than the same old what they expect you to do or the game you're paid to do and all that kind of thing. Because educated people and an educated system wants to start getting a better way of getting more educated, instead of stuck in spots that we can look around us everywhere that we're doing things, killing innocent people and stuff like that. We think we're pretty educated, but they're doing things like that. Right? And then you're hearing these people that are playing around with energies, because it can be a big thing, and sound waves and all that kind of thing, transferring it through the internet. These energies can be transferred. So you can have those scary movies where the phone makes you do stupid shit. Right? So it's a scary place, isn't it? Right? And how does the government, which you need to ask them now with the questions they're into, they can have another one by now, it's a bit of a change, on how they're going to fix such things for real, and what's their plans, and why haven't you got a plan yet? And hopefully you've got a plan, so you're going to tell us tomorrow. You're going to go find out about your plan. Why didn't you look in these such areas? Why did you let it go? Are we just experiments in these things? Why you think it's not top priority? Is it because of us we don't ask? Is it because we ask now? Is that a good thing? Do you see our point? Things like that. You know what I mean? When it comes to these areas. Otherwise, these certain sectors will slowly take over like a bad guy, pick them one by one. Huh? But yeah, I'm going to have a little listen. Might relate. Transfer and energy. I've talked about that today when it comes to the mail and all sorts of things. And the only way to get really into it is you've got to make sure the government and other sectors that will do it. And that's why we have news people, and that's why we've got to try to send this out or get your kids to talk about it to the teachers and try to get your kids to spread. They can do just as good when it comes to getting information out.
Because of hate.
Because kids are smarter than you think. And they hear and have opinions too. Just like religions, they don't speak about it. So you got to make sure you ask the right questions and present it right at the right times too, when they're comfortable is the best. However way they get comfortable.
Look, and then you got this here. The angels, it was two of their ancestors on their shoulder like, listen, man. And they didn't know. Look, read the card, y'all. Can y'all see it? All right, they didn't know what decision to make. They was confused. And then now they was worried. They didn't know.
Oh. Soon I'll be going up to the police station.
I don't know.
Just tidying up a few things. Like I said, I'm getting resources up and I'll just have to bang out a few things. And I want to get to a spot. So when I go up there, I want to get it all done once. You know, I don't want to get out too much. You become something when you go through things a lot. And it's like getting used to taking off your shoes. And once you got it, or taking off a phone cover, you might start doing it to all other phone covers and just doing it for a while. And it takes you a while to get off things. So it changes a lot. And so what I'm going to do, and I've got time at the moment, and off and on with crookedness, on a good day, and not long after, or just before I'm finished, to get all done said in one thing, right, is I've got to finish a couple of projects because I want to talk about safety and home safety and what we could do about creating a better home safety, which I've talked about before. What do yous previously do? Do you like how yous have these rules? Do you think it should be more? I go on YouTube. If you want to know my channel, I talk about yous. Will you want to know? Do you do these things behind in the background? Do they allow you to do it at work? If it's things about you, they say that. Lots of questions, which I'll be recording, which I'll record now, so I can go over it again just before I go. Or I can say I've got some other videos too with some other questions if you're interested. Right? And that's how we approach things in a calmful, decent way to anything that you need to approach. Right? And first you find out what they are, which is, you know, they work for the government, they've got rules, they tell you what they are, they do this. So you do that, you find out what they are, and then you can go in there and see them. And if things change a lot, that's why we ask extra questions. Definitely if things are different in different states and stuff like that, as we're here right on the border, we can get confused between a lot of laws getting spread around us about what we can actually do sometimes. And so we like to double check. And a good police officer is a cooperative police officer. Isn't that right, Hill? And it's not going to be an interview kind of things. It's got to be, I've got legit claims as well. I'm going to be doing claims, so a few things at once, right? And that helps us get this conversation without being, you know, had to be official interview or anything like that. Just a home interview that happen all the time. I was watching a video where a guy got a conversation from just checking out the front of the police station, and it got a conversation up. Similar thing to that. Right? So have a good one, everybody. And if you've got to do things in the end, if you've got time, you know, you want to dial back your frustration. Frustration's a big thing. See, the thing I get a lot now is that when you want something so bad, you want to get done, you're frustrated, and frustration brings anger, brings issues, and all that kind of stuff. And I've already known this for a while now, and that goes up and down. You think you ought to do it now? Well, it depends on what you go through next and how much things around you and things happen all at once, how much that frustration can happen, like a tornado taking down your house all of a sudden, right? And you're on your happy vibes and you're like, oh, I've got insurance, it's coming. But then you find out, yeah, insurance is not coming. Then they're screwing you around, actually. They're saying you might not get it, right? They're saying actually do this deal, right? And then you start getting frustrated and then you get angry, right? And it's just because of the things around you. So you're best to go home, shut them all off. You'll find out, hey, shit, all those things go away. Hey, I don't have to worry about what they say. I don't even see them anymore. I don't, in fact, want to. Hey, I'm starting to feel better. And that's how you heal, because you don't like them anymore. Once you don't like them, or you believe that you want their opinion and stuff like that, or you care to see them, you can shut that off. And that's how you do it. You shut off your talk and entertainment. You get rid of it. Don't see it. Don't bother. And if it bothers you out there, well, and you can't stop it out there, you do the steps, what they try to teach you. You talk about it like I'm going to do with the police, right? And then you just move on. Right? I'll be talking about something that what I do got me into trouble, you know, and another police officer might see a different opinion and be like, oh, okay, because there's police officers do know about other police officers and what their opinions are and why they might have done such actions on certain times. And that's why we're here to talk about how can we fix such areas. Not only here to fix people and what I was starting to do for others, but also for myself. And it even got me into more trouble where I needed to fix myself and re-show and re-heal from already previously good. But we learn something out of it. So we get ourselves back and we get something that we've learnt out of it. That's where I'm talking now and where I'm heading. I've calmed down, I've hit my points, I've gone crazy enough in certain areas, got some answers. Right? That's how it goes. And then I got to the, reset all, clarify on that, cut out on that, right? And you'll find when you get to these certain areas, you want to be quick at it too, because the sooner the better, that it'll help cut out other people's problems and go, oh, finally, he's not doing that part because that was annoying me on that. And I'll go, well, I'll finish that then. And yeah, you're right on that. And that was a waste of time. And we can use that in 10 years and so on. So have a good one out there, everybody, and see you later. And when it comes to these people and their comments, well, I do know free will, and that's what I'm doing, and free speech, and that's what I'm doing. So that's why I record everything. So when it comes to meeting these face-to-face or have to go to court, we've got all of our speech and how we communicated to each other doing these videos, isn't it? Right? If you don't get no communication until you get the face-to-face one, which is fans that they find out where you are by your videos and your communication. And that's what I'm pretty much doing with these tarot readers. It's very disappointing. A lot of them have no comments, and that's fine, right? And I've annoyed them less things to talk about, right, with these things. But if you want real answers, and you talk about people not commenting, and then you might find out they start talking about the same things you're talking about, and they don't want to communicate to you at all. I mean, certain areas, you might see certain retaliations, which is what I've recorded in certain areas, of finding out why we need such answers. You know, I could have her right now watching my videos and retaliating them, and someone's a copy of my thing and I'm getting nothing. Or it could be the other way around with her. But that's things we find out later. And then you could laugh about certain things you went through. And what lessons did we learn or didn't? And who do we have to go sue because of what happened? And who do we have to go see to fix this problem? And that's what steps in education is. And if you want to ignore it, you can ignore it. That's what we have, free will and free will speech as well. So when it comes to people bagging you, like I said before, if it's not true, don't worry about it. All right, in fact, get some other people to do it back to them or something. See how long a bully lasts when they keep getting punched in the face and goes, "It's fun, keep punching themselves in the face." Eventually they'll stop, right? And that's how you end it. But if people let it go and all agree and back up with it and don't talk about it, well, it's going to continue, and that's what you see, right? Until you collectively change, you will collectively have an outcome, and it's all around you, right? How I've talked about how good and evil is all around you. It's everywhere. The thoughts that can come and go at any time. The decisions and opportunities are constantly there. But have a good one and see you later.